Hello there. It's the 25th of January 2026, 9 a.m. and 1 minute. Um, I'm gonna start my day soon. I woke up at 6 and I wanted to make a video about my master plan. So I have a video right here that I put as featured, but I think I have to do each day explaining what the Golden Library is about. And if you're interested, you can come to my board of directors and help decide the future of the Golden Library. I'm looking for people. And so what I'm gonna do now is attempt to explain the master plan of the Golden Library. I have to look a bit. Hey there, I found it. So it was in my map. So this one, let's put it on full screen. I'll explain a bit what the Golden Library is. So the Golden Library is a school, a library, and a video game company. Yes. And what we are trying to achieve is to teach people of all ages psychic abilities. And so and also we want to bridge the life and death cycles. So I'll talk a bit about this first. It means that when we die, we go to the higher dimension. I don't know if it's the astral plane, but it's something like that. And we get greeted by a big ball of white light. And the light comes looking for us, and it captures us, it rattles us, so we forget everything about our life. And then we get sorted and reincarnated. I don't know about the reincarnation process, but I'm certain about the white light. It's not my, not only my perception, it comes from Farsight, which you can see in the library, the Golden Library. And anyway, so we have amnesia when we get reincarnated, when we are born. And it has a set of problems because we don't evolve faster, we lose knowledge, we lose loved ones. Well, we don't lose them, they're still alive, they're just somewhere else. And for humanity, I think it would be better if we can remember. And I found a solution. So there's two skills that are important: past life regression and remote viewing. So when you say, like, I think I've lived before, and you want to find it out, you go to the past life regression hypnotist. And they use hypnosis to put you in a deep subconscious state, and then you can see the past life you've lived. They're really good. I highly recommend them. I'll put them on the website again. And then, so with past life regression hypnosis, we can remember our past lives. So that's good. But the problem is, even though we remember, we lost all our stuff, our money, our house, our knowledge, etc. And there remote viewing comes in, because with remote viewing we can search the people that have passed away and get reincarnated again, and we can say like, yes, this is you from your previous life, and we want to give you, in my case, the Golden Library case, your knowledge, so that you saved it with us, or we found you, and we say like, okay, you're coming of age, are you interested again in pursuing your quest? And then they can do past life regression hypnosis and something. I know it's a big step for humanity. Not everybody is willing to even consider these things, but it's something I'm gonna do for whoever wants this service to happen. And so this is what I have visions. Doctors call it psychosis, and I call it just visions, just mental clutter. But I just a reminder, I do have schizophrenia, and I am working with it every second of the day. And but some things are very enlightening. So it's if you do this kind of thing, you won't get a psychosis, because it's something only. It's something that I had before I started researching the mind and all its faculties and meditation and stuff. So I had it before I started this work, and it has helped me to organize better. So in 2020, on the 29th of November, I channeled some beings and I came up with a plan. So I noticed that we are trapped and we don't have a lot of freedom. It was very self-evident during Corona times, when we were locked into our houses and had to wear masks and everything. I said, like, this cannot be. The world is not created for that. I want to be free. And so I came up with a plan. I think I channeled it, but I'm not certain. I think somebody gave me some advice left and right, but I think I came up with it. I'm not certain. So freedom in life and in death. Where is it? Here. Freedom in life and in death. First thing we have to do is train our memory. So this life, we're already forgetting. We can't say, I've eaten this sandwich 1 month ago, or I've done this a year ago. And we can't say for every day we've done this and that. So memory techniques is essential and very fun to study, so that we can remember the things we've learned in this life. Memory training really helps you to organize knowledge and to become smarter, basically. And I'm gonna make a video game of it if I have enough time. Well, no, we're gonna make the game. It has to happen. And memory first, and then you can learn all these things in my library a bit faster, a lot faster. Okay, so these are 3 skills I already discussed: past life regression, remote viewing. Remote viewing is the psychic ability, the science ability, because it's really structured, to watch anywhere, anytime in the universe, past, present, and future. So this skill is a S-tier skill. It's in the library, and I'm gonna make a video game of it in the future. If you wanna help, please contact me. Come become one of my board of directors. Yes, I also have Sir Dan Peña. I've put this QLA method in my library because I believe in spiritual gifts, but I also believe in work ethic and hard work, and like the normal sciences, like hospitals, telecommunication, cybersecurity, programming, and all these things, resources. I believe that we also have to do this, what we're already doing, the common science, because without it, it won't work without it. So that's why the Sir is there, and also QLA, it really helps you to get a kick in your butt and achieve your dreams. Yes, I'm still learning it. I'm following the QLA for Dummies guideline, and I have much to learn. And later I'll do leadership and management. But I'm following the steps. I'm not skipping. Don't skip if you are interested. It's also on the library. Okay, so this plan was like, okay, we have to be free. We have to be free. We have our ambitions and dreams, and we want to see them accomplished this life, and there has to be a way. And so QLA comes in there. Yes, thank you, Sir. And this was a this is still a bit of my insights. Well, I wrote this in 2020, and I wrote down Gaza, and I know I was into remote viewing back then, but apparently I made a spelling mistake, and it's Giza where the pyramids are, not Gaza. I hope nothing. I hope this was a prediction on my side and not the cause of what happened. But it's a very coincidental prediction. Okay. So yeah. Even though I say it's the golden library, it's not made of gold. I don't own any gold. Actually, I don't really like color gold, which is funny because I am called the golden library. But it means that your knowledge is worth gold, and your unique skill is and the being itself is more valuable than any money in the world, because they have past lives, we have past lives, and all this knowledge that's been gathered over these many life years is worth more than gold. So that's the true gold. The knowledge of the heart, which I highly value. And so at a certain point, I thought I was gonna make a pyramid so that we can reincarnate with our memories intact, but some things happened. I'm not too certain. The humans are very good at deciding what's good and bad. So we're gonna have to make something else. But in the video game, I'm gonna use pyramids and pillars. So in the video game, to explain a bit the reincarnation, to use an analogy to describe like our fragile existence. So in the game, the introduction should be like, it's total dark, and from the bottom of the water you see a little bubble rising up, and you see like the fetus, embryo, baby, a kid, a teenager, an adult, and over the bubble, I don't know how I'm gonna animate this yet, but I'll get there. The bubble has the memories of the human or the being, and it floats, and the bubble gets bigger and bigger, and some bubbles pop and they fall back down, and that's an analogy for like they've almost reached it, they're getting to the oh no, I have to start again, and some reach the surface, and then this comes in. So you're a player, and you see this white light like a line in the distance, and you walk closer to it and closer, and then you're greeted by the guardian. So the guardian, I wanted to make him a skeleton, and a skeleton warrior, but I drew him like this. He has a sword and a shield. So these are just some ideas to. I wanted to have the question like, what are you doing here, and who goes there, and you give a name, and then it's like, okay, you can enter, and you can say like, I don't like your attitude, and because he's very cocky, the guardian, and then you can battle him. But the problem is that he knows all the skills that I've accumulated in the library, and so he's a very formidable opponent. So it's hard to defeat him. But after a while, the guardian kneels down to the great spirit, which is you. You are a great spirit because you had these many lives, and the guardian can never size up to who you truly are, and so he he gets defeated eventually. But if you enter the pillar, well, I wanted to do it like a book. So it's like the closer you come, the more papers you see. And then you see the pillars, like it's a pillar, and that's like a paper with all the knowledge on it. And then it goes into story mode. So with the steps, so you have to take the steps to master each skill, and I can do it with story, I can do it without, and you get the option to choose also like our version of the skill, or go directly to the source of the skill where we've learned it from. So the authors and the original inventors of the skill get their money. So this is story. So this is the next thing you see when you walk through the library. You get out of the water puddles, which are portals, and then the story starts. So I'm gonna skip the story a bit. Yeah. So level 0 is the darkness. Is this space is level 0. You don't know anything. You're in the dark, and once you enter the library, you get introduced to the skill tree. So the skill tree is like telekinesis, remote viewing, past life regression, hypnosis, memory techniques, and everything we've gathered so far. Then you're level 1. You're in the know. You know that it exists, but you haven't got any better at it. And the running gag of the library is that the librarian only knows each skill for level 1, and he's at level 2 or 3 at some skills. And that's how I did it, because I did a Magnus Carta. I've searched all the skills on the globe, all the spiritual gifts and the science gifts, and I got a basic map of it. So I know how to start learning, and so you get a skill tree, and then you can play the game. But big but. First the website and then the VR game, because I want that we can study without a storyline, so that we for the diehards that want to master all the skills, they can rapidly learn. The VR game is just there because we have a belief system that doesn't change very easily. So the game is just a way to introduce each skill and to make it easier to open up. It's just like watching Star Wars, and you think like, oh yeah, maybe there are other civilizations. And you play the VR game and you say like, oh, maybe there is a chance at telekinesis or remote viewing. And that should be automized. Ask funds, planning living, skill, Magnus Carta, the memories of all lives. The website, these are just technical things. So the website, I'm gonna go to the website. Key, June. No. Yes, leave. No. Okay. So the website is I've asked a professional what should happen, and I should explain each skill a bit more, because I just posted on there so it's easy to find, but my SEO is not optimized yet. The first thing I want to make my own course about is memory. Memory is a must-have. If I had this in school, I would have been straight 10 out of 10 student. But I somehow managed without memory. And so that was really hell for me. I wish every student could know that they can train their memory. It's like working and building a house. You can do the same with your memory. Hey, it's the 25th of January 2026, 9 p.m. and 57 minutes. My day is over. I cleaned a little bit. I studied memory techniques, so I'm practicing what I preach, and I'm gonna go all in on memory, and because I went full circle. I had this idea, totally in the beginning. I said, like, I need a good memory to be able to read a lot of books and remember what I read, and also in my life. So I'm gonna study it, and I'll do a little demonstration. And also tomorrow at 9 a.m. is the first astral travel training course with Alobar Jones, and I'm gonna follow the class and practice the meditation, and I'll tell you about it. Peace.